In Jensburg, Catherine carried herself with the cool composure expected of the Farrell family's successor. After a brief exchange with her brother Marco inside her office, she left the building, unaware that Marco's mind was spinning with worry and schemes. He had been trying to uncover her movements, but Catherine remained unreadable, something that irritated him deeply. Even as he walked her out, he could sense she was hiding something, yet he couldn't pry a single word out of her. Marco returned to his floor, still uneasy, determined to find out what Catherine was doing outside the company. He even attempted to question his secretary, but her loyalty to Catherine's team only frustrated him further. Forced to give up, he handed over the documents he'd taken from Catherine. Documents he only picked up himself in hopes of gathering information. He suspected Catherine's frequent interactions with Liberty Hunt, the woman he blamed for his sister Shiloh's tragic death. Marco couldn't touch his mother, nor Catherine herself, so Liberty had become the target of all his bitterness and rage. Even though Liberty had powerful support in Wilspoon, Marco believed that as long as he acted carefully in Jensburg, he could strike without drawing attention. He had already arranged a failed attempt to harm her, using two young female drivers to stage what looked like a road accident. When he called them again, he learned they had apologized to Liberty afterward. They seemed confident that no suspicion was cast on them, and he felt momentarily relieved. But the relief quickly faded. The thought that Liberty might still suspect him weighed on him, and his mind twisted itself into darker corners. Even with no evidence, he feared that Liberty had already turned her suspicions toward the Farrell family. Unbeknownst to him, Catherine had already received the results of Pedro's investigation. As she stepped into her car, Pedro's report came through, solid evidence proving that Marco had indeed orchestrated the attempt on Liberty's life. Calm and emotionless, Catherine reviewed the file before driving off. When Pedro called a few minutes later, she pulled over and confirmed her suspicions. Marco's plan had been sloppy and reckless, driven by pure desperation rather than strategy. Instead of using one vehicle to stage an accident, he used two, revealing just how little he thought of Liberty's intelligence. Catherine headed out to meet Liberty, fully aware that Liberty no longer trusted Marco and had likely conducted her own investigation. With Kevin and Hayden Queen returning soon from vacation, tensions surrounding the incident would only rise. Catherine herself wasn't worried about being blamed. She had nothing to do with the scheme, but she did care about the business collaboration. She was still trying to finalize with the Queen family. Before ending her call, Catherine instructed Pedro to watch her other relatives carefully. Noel, Sage, and several clan aunts had been acting suspiciously. Many of them had already aligned themselves with Liberty behind Clarissa's back, seeking a future beyond Clarissa's harsh rule. Catherine kept this knowledge from her mother, knowing Clarissa's unforgiving nature would put their lives in danger if she discovered their disloyalty. Pedro hesitated before asking Catherine what she truly thought of Liberty. Catherine explained that although she and Liberty were technically mortal enemies due to their family positions, she respected her deeply. Liberty was intelligent, determined, and morally grounded, everything Catherine admired in a person. Had her life been different, had she not been the sole daughter destined to inherit the Farrell legacy, Catherine believed She and Liberty could have been close friends. She even felt a quiet regret, knowing that her position forced her into rivalry rather than connection. As Catherine drove off to meet Liberty, she carried both the weight of the family she was bound to and the awareness that she was surrounded by betrayal, ambition, and fragile alliances. And somewhere else in the city, her brother Marco continued to plot in the shadows, blinded by hatred and oblivious to how quickly the walls were closing in.